What's going on, guys? Matic here, and today we're going to go over two main dry fire drills I do for pistol reloads. Okay, so for the first drill that we're going to do is the type of reload we're doing is what's basically called a speed reload, which is basically you're firing and you don't quite run out of bullets, but you're running low. And you want to top it off, and all you do is drop in and then get back in action. So we all tend to do that is mostly but the thing that I kind of do differently is most people that I'll see, they'll either just come up, present, drop, go back in, and reset, or they will go for their other mag. And that's fine. The thing is, though, for me, is that the reason that you're doing a speed reload is because immediately after you get back in action, you should be going for another shot. So from here, bang, bang, bang. I want to top off. I'm about to either go to another engagement or another stage, depending on competition or real life. And so I want to drop that out, put in, and I'm usually going right back in, right into action. So the thing is, though, is that people want that click every time they come back up, but they don't want to rack their slide in between or anything like that. So the way that I do this drill is I always get a nice draw stroke, come up, present, and the way I do this drill is, since I have 3 mags, my first round that I call, I come up, present, and I pull my trigger. Then from there, so I'll pull my trigger and let off, because technically you have a reset. But I'll come up, present, get my sights, pull my trigger. Then from there, I'll do a reload, and as soon as I get my sights back, obviously my trigger doesn't work, but I will still press my trigger and make sure that my gun's not doing anything funky. So trigger press, boom, 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 boom. I'll do that. Then my third one, come up, and I'll do my trigger press. So again, my first one, I come up, press. Then here, I will then do a simulated press, drop, and simulated press. Each time I do this simulated press, I want to make sure my gun and stuff's not doing anything funky. The gun's not really moving. But the problem with that one is you kind of get used to there being no trigger pull on your second and third pull. So you might get kind of lazy about encountering resistance. So the way that I do to counter that is I'll then change it up. Since I have 3 mags, I kind of do 3 different rounds. I'll do about 3 or 5 reps of first trigger pull, then simulated pull, simulated pull. Then what I'll do, I'll come up, my third round, I will do a simulated pull, then drop, actual pull, simulated pull. And then for my third mag, what I'll do is I'll do a simulated pull, mag, simulated, and then pull. But so I do it that way so that I never get used to, I'm always paying attention to where My dot is no matter how I kind of want to do this drill, whether there's resistance or not. Okay, so the second pistol reload that we want to do is for an emergency or slide lock reload. And basically what that is when you're firing, then your mag goes empty, and then you change and drop your slide. The way that I do this drill, though, is what I use dummy rounds, and I got these from Glock Incorporated. Just go to their site, and I think it's under training, and just go down their list. But you can get 50 orange dummy rounds for about 20 bucks. So infinitely cheaper than like snap caps and stuff like that. And yeah, they're bright orange, so it's kind of hard to lose them. You can lose them, but yeah, so this is pretty cheap, especially for a training module. And this is April of 2021, and snap caps and stuff like that are still kind of hard to find. But so the way that I set this up is I have 3 mags. The mag that's in the pistol is always empty. My second mag has 1 round in it only. And my third mag has, this one has 10 in, or however many reps you're gonna do. So the way that I do this drill is, one, I usually do it either in front of a chair that has like armrests, and like I put a blanket over it for what you're kind of about to see. It's mostly so I don't lose these dummy rounds when I inject them, and my mags don't go flying all over the place. But so the way that I do this drill, and the reason I do it this way is, again, I always get my presentation. As soon as I get that, I pull. So always working on a draw stroke, get your sight picture, first shot. Then from there, I set up the drill. So from here, if I do it incorrectly, which is why we have the dummy rounds, okay, so I want to do it incorrectly, and I try to mess it up. So I got it in, got my sight picture, and nice trigger pull. So the reason I use the dummy rounds is because sometimes you might get a little too fast for yourself. And as you're going in here, before you get the lock for your mag, you might slide your slide home, go to pull, then you have a dead trigger, then you have to tap, rack, and then you have a rounding. And you can hear the difference between a trigger pull with nothing in it, nothing in. It's a little bit crisper versus dummy round is kind of dull. So that's how you can audibly tell on whether or not you kind of did your reload right. Another way to figure it out is basically don't release your slide until you go click and then drop your slide. But we're trying to get faster, and so we need to get our manual of arms a little bit more faster. So again, first round or first mag, I dump coming, boom. From there, I'm going to eject. Dummy round goes flying. Again, this is why we have the chair with a blanket on it, or a towel, or like you can do it over your bed, depending on how your significant other likes you putting a gun over them. But then I reset my drill. Now I'm going to go to my 10 round mag, which will help set up the next phase of this drill. So from here, I'll drop. So I didn't hit my slide too late, or too early. Boom. From there, I take this slide out and grab both previous mags, I'm going to put this mag in, then catch that last dummy round, put put it back in the mag, and then boom. So that was one whole rep, all of that. So again, I will present. As soon as I get my side picture, I shoot. Then from here, I will drop. Boom. Reset, dummy round, hopefully gets caught somewhere and you don't lose them. Then from here, I'll do my next one. Boom. Okay, so that one was pretty bad. Then reassert my grip in time. And that's what you're primarily working on, is continually here, boom. Reset your drill, set up your drill. Boom. Ooh, that was too early. So again, this is why I'm using the dummy round. So now I know that I went too early for that. So when you're training and you do get that, that's actually a great time to work on getting your tap wraps done. So if I go in, boom, oh, dead trigger, boom. There we go, now set. And reset our drill, boom. There we go, that was good timing. And you can do this drill basically however many times you set up your third mag. You can keep doing them however many you want or completely reset the drill when you finish your 10. All right, so that's my two main drills for working pistol reloads. Of course, I do the main, there's also tack mags you can do, stuff like that, however you do those, but usually it's running out of ammunition or getting low, and then you just have to get right back in action. Whether it's mercy reload or speed reload, either one, they're both very important to work on. And that's all I got for you guys. I'm Matic, and I'll see you later.